Jesus had been turned over to the Romans for execution. His crime, love in the first degree, and for telling the truth that all men are sinners without God and without hope, that the very best we can do falls short of God's law, and that judgment and hell waits at the end of this life. That we must flee to God for mercy and forgiveness, and the only way to God is through Jesus, His Son, God in the flesh. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. The crucifixion of Christ was God's judgment on sin, all sin. It paid for it in full so that we can now receive pardon. So the Roman soldiers began the process. They scourged Jesus with a cat o' nine tails, which was a whip with 9 thongs on it, and in the end of the thongs, stones and pieces of glass. They put a purple robe on Him and a crown of thorns on His head. They bowed the knee before Him and said, "Hail, King of the Jews." They spit on Him and drove the thorns into His head by smiting Him on the head with a stick. And then they led Him out of the judgment hall to crucify Him. All this when He could have called 10,000 angels to destroy the world and set Him free. He could have called 10,000 angels, but He died for you and me.